Hey everybody, this is Arseniy, and in this video I want to talk about the perk leveling maps in Killing Floor 2, as you might have guessed by the title. And there has been a lot of discussion about these. I see Steam posts, I see forum posts about people wanting to remove them or what should be done about them and stuff like that, and I just want to give my opinion on the matter and what I think about them. So if you don't know what perk leveling maps are, it's pretty much a box that Zeds fall into. I'll have a video up of it, but it's pretty much a box where Zeds fall in. They can't get out of the box, that's the major key. And you're shooting into the box, getting free experience, so you can level up your perks in, I don't know, 5 to 6 hours, I'm guessing. I haven't actually tried it, but I'm guessing that's how long it takes to level up a perk to level 25 if you're playing on that map. And you can see, I guess, why people would be mad over this. I think there's two reasons. First one being is that it's cheap. You have a guy who plays for around, I don't know, 30 hours, maybe less, maybe more, and he gets his perks to level 25. He feels accomplished, like, well, because it's a lot of time. It takes a lot of time to reach that level, so once you do, you feel accomplished of yourself. But then you have the guy beside him who only put in 5 to 6 hours, and then he's at the same point as you are, being level 25, and you can see why people would get mad over this, because it's like they cheated their way up there. The second reason that people get mad is because, and this is one of the reasons that I get mad over this, is because these players, they think they're the shit. They just got to level 25 and they go straight into Hell on Earth, or they go straight into Suicidal, and they end up weighing their team down, because as you may know, the more players there are on a team, the more Zeds are gonna spawn, and the more health the bigger Zeds are gonna have. So if you have a player on the team who isn't really doing anything, who doesn't know how to play, he's just there weighing down the team. He's not really killing anything, and he's letting more stuff spawn. So that's the issue most people have with it, is that these level 25s, they don't know what they're doing. They join a Hell on Earth, they constantly die, and yeah, they're just plaguing that game. There have been some fixes that were, I guess, suggested. In my opinion, none of these fixes work. First one being that experience should be removed from custom games entirely. And I think this is a bad solution, because I think that will kind of ruin custom games, I guess, because it takes away the desire to play on them. Why would you want to play on a custom map if it's not giving you experience? I mean, that's just my train of thought. I know that some people are gonna say that, oh, you can just play on the custom map just to play, but isn't it nice if you're playing on a custom map and you're getting experience from it? So I think that's kind of a bad solution, to just remove XP from them in general. Second solution people have suggested is blacklisting these maps, and while that would work for a short period of time, what's gonna happen is, like, these maps are always gonna stay. They're not gonna leave the game. Or what I mean by that is, people are never gonna stop making these servers. So what someone's gonna do is they're gonna take that map, they're gonna change something about it slightly to make it a new map so it's not blacklisted, and then they're just gonna run a server with that map. So I don't think blacklisting them is gonna work, and for it to fully work, you're gonna need someone to be constantly sitting there and blacklisting these maps every few days, which is a hassle, and I'm sure no one on the Tripwire team wants to do that. And I have put some time into this, or some time thinking about it, and I have actually thought of maybe some positives about these maps. I know, don't get too mad over this, don't go down in the comments and start hating yet, because I've kind of thought about it. Some people, they don't have the time that other people do to play this game. You know, they have a job, they have a family, they have all these responsibilities, and let's say they only get a couple of hours to play in a week. And as you might have guessed, that is not enough time to level up a perk. So if they want to level up something to level 25, then they have to stick on that perk for, I don't know, a month, maybe 2 months. And if they suddenly decide they want to try another perk, well, then they're back to level 0. So in my opinion, the people who don't have a lot of time to play this game, I mean, you can kind of give them a pass on using the perk training maps, but we go back to the same issue. They shouldn't play on the Hell on Earth games. I think that's kind of the main issue. If they do perk level, they should stick to normal, hard, and learn the game there. Learn the mechanics of their class, learn the mechanics of the game, learn the mechanics of the Zeds even. And once you get good at the game, then you can start switching on to Suicidal and into Hell on Earth. But if you've perk leveled, then don't go straight into Hell on Earth, because you're gonna weigh down your team. No one likes it, it's not good for anyone. The second type of person I think could be allowed to use the perk leveling maps are people who are experienced. Say you have a guy who's got 500 hours, he's got most of his perks to level 25 legit, and now he doesn't want to go back to normal and start at level 0 again, because for anyone that's played Hell on Earth and then went into normal, they're gonna know it's a much slower game. All the Zeds are slowing down, you take much less damage, and it's kind of boring in my opinion. Boring in the sense that if you're used to the fast-paced action of Hell on Earth, you're not gonna have a lot of fun in normal. So I think if someone is skilled enough and they know the game inside out, then you can let them use the perk leveling maps just so they can kind of ignore that early boring part of the game. You can get your perk up to level 20 or level 15 even, and then start playing from there and get some experience. Because again, if you just perk level 25 and you jump into Hell on Earth, I think no matter how experienced you are, you're still not gonna know the perk very well. So even then, I think you need some time to learn kind of the mechanics of it. A solution that I've kind of come up with, and this only took me a couple of minutes to think up of, so I'm sure there's some workaround, but what I've thought about is maybe if you want to play on Hell on Earth, you need to play the perk for, I don't know, 15 hours, maybe 10 hours, something like that, just so you can learn the basis of it. Say, even if you do perk level, and you level up your perk in 5 hours to level 25, then you still have that time period which you have to play the perk if you want to play on Hell on Earth. That gives you enough time to learn the mechanics of the perk, learn the skills, stuff like that. So when that time passes, that time period that you're restricted, then you know the class fairly well, and you can head into the game and not weigh down your team. Again, I don't know if this solution is going to work 100% of the time. I'm sure someone is going to think up of a workaround, but it's just something that I came up with in a couple of seconds, minutes. So yeah, all in all, the message that I wanted to say in this video is that it's not the perk leveling maps, I think, that ruin the game experience. It's the people that use them and then they go straight into Hell on Earth. I think that's what the devs should look at fixing at. So yeah, that's kind of my opinion on them, but let me know what you guys think. Are perk leveling maps bad overall? Because that's what I used to think in general, is that they're trash and they should be removed from the game entirely. But then I saw some other people giving their opinions and how they might not have enough time to play the game, or they don't want to spend the time playing on normal because it's boring and they're already experienced, and I can understand where those people are coming from. So let me know down in the comments what you think of this issue. What should we do with the perk training maps, if the devs are going to do anything at all? And if you enjoyed the video, then give it a like, it helps me out. And if you want to follow my content, then either follow me on Twitter or simply subscribe to the channel. I hope you enjoy the video and have a great day.